Hi everyone, in today's video, I'll be framing a lattice panel using pre-grooved 2x4s. So we're gonna start by marking and cutting two horizontal sections to the width we need for the panel, which is usually the distance between the posts. Make sure to measure the width accurately and take into account any bent or twisted posts. Next, I'll determine the width that the lattice has to be cut to fit into the frame. To do that, I'll measure the thickness of the 2x4 without the groove. And here it is, it's 1 1/16 of an inch. My panel will have a frame that's 81 inches wide, so for the lattice to fit in, I'll subtract 1 1/16 twice from 81, and that gives me a width of 78 14/16 for the lattice. Next, I'll measure the height of the lattice, and then mark the width where to cut it. To determine the height, I'll measure it in a few spots to make sure it's even. And the measurements were all very close to 1 foot, so I'll build a frame to fit a 1-foot lattice. Now it's important to keep the panel in the same position when moving on to the next step, which is to mark the width as we calculated earlier. I'll place 2 marks above each other and draw a line with a straight edge. Various tools can be used for cutting lattice. I prefer to use a jigsaw with a fine wood blade for clean and smooth cuts. For a list of all the tools that I used in this video, check out the links in the video description. Next, I'll calculate the height of the vertical sections of the frame to fit a 1-foot lattice. The lattice will slide into the grooves, so I'll subtract the depth of the groove twice from 1 foot, and that comes out to 11 inches and 2/16 for the vertical sections. And I'll mark the width to size and cut them. Alright, so now I have all the sections of the frame ready. Let's go ahead and assemble it. I'll start with a corner and drill pilot holes first to prevent the wood from cracking. When driving screws in, make sure to keep hands away from the driver bit for safety in case the bit slips off the screw. And place the lattice into the frame. And to test the fit, I placed a scrap piece on the corners, and it's fitting in nicely with only a tiny gap. Now I'll join the remaining corners. And for extra durability, I added a 1x1 vertical section in the middle before installation to give the top section more support and prevent it from bending. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to press the like button and consider subscribing. Your support is really appreciated. Thanks for watching.